Doesn't make a difference if we make it or not. We got each other, and that's a lot for love. We'll give it a shot. Oh, we're halfway there. Oh, living on a prayer. Take my hand, we'll make it, I swear. Oh, living on a prayer, living on a prayer. Welcome to Spain, guys, for D3. Just thought I'd introduce you with a song. That was Jacko's request. If anyone has requests for next week or wants to book me for gigs, you know where I am. I don't charge much. However, you may get people leaving your party quite early. So we're in Spain here. Let's hope it's not Spain with a bit of pain today for a few of these drivers. We've got 14 guys, 2 joining in qualifying. And we're looking set for a good race. Let me just set myself up. I need to turn the volume down of the cars because I can't even hear myself. Okay, it's already low. I must be hearing things. And as I say that, Jay Parkin is taking a detour and is currently cutting the Spanish grass by the looks of it. So Jay Parkin cutting the grass there for the Spanish people. Why is that so loud? And he's come straight back into the pit. He's gone, forget that. I don't want to be having any of that business. Right then, let's look at the tables then, whilst people get their tyres warmed up and get ready to go. So in the Drivers' Championship, Tyler leads by 7 points ahead of Anubis. And you've got to look a bit further back, from about 3rd to 8th place. We have a tasty midfield battle happening with many teams. And that midfield is made up of Mark on 42, Mo on 37, Daniel on 34, Hilltrain on 30, Lizo Scott on 29, and Gogeta on 25. And then we have a battle there for other drivers, Russ, Spanner, J Parkin, Sargent, Marty and Riggsy all split by 10 points. Twigs and Your Reckoning and Razor bring up the back, but then QHRD and Simon and Jacko, the only guys not to score points yet this season. Jacko's quite excited tonight, so I'm hoping he scores some good points. Now, the Constructors' Championship. Now, there's a tasty battles going all the way through this. First and second are split by 6 points. The Aston Martins on 105 and the Red Bulls on 99. They are battling it out for the Constructors' Championship right now. Then you're going to have to go about 50 points back, actually, to the Mercedes in third on 48, but they are tied on points with the Ferraris, and the Alpines are only 6 points behind them. And then the battle at the back is the Alfa Romeos, Haas, Williams, and AlphaTauri and McLaren, all split by only 18 points, so that's looking quite tasty as well. As we're just looking now, as 2 cars got a bit closer. Anubis sets the fastest lap of 1:18 dead for Anubis. He now goes on to a pole for the time being. Marty's coming in second, Sargent third, Jacko's in fourth, Porthos is in fifth, Razor is in sixth. Let's see if we catch someone on a hot lap. So we've got Daniel coming around the last corner now. See where Daniel can put himself. Here he goes. Oh, he's invalidated. So I'll switch to Tyler then, going through that last chicane, see where he can put that Red Bull. He's leading the championship at the moment. His championship rival Anubis has gone and put it on pole for the moment. And Tyler goes and beats him by 0.3 of a second, a 1:17.771. Now, that is actually the same if you said that backwards, so 1s and 7s all over the place for him. Let's see where Lizo Scott is. Scott's invalidated. Got quite a bunch of cars up here in sector 3, all bunching each other up. Garen's going off track not to hold anyone up. That'll be Razor. Daniel seems to be going again as he goes through the second DRS zone now. We've got 12 minutes to go here. Let's see what Daniel can do. He comes, turns right. Staying around the last chicane now. Into that last corner. See what that time he can put in that Alpine. He goes, it's good enough for third. The Sargent retires from the session. Sargent is out then. Daniel puts himself in third. A few guys in the 119s, but only one driver in the 118s and one in the 117s here. These guys are going to have to find a bit more time today. Strategy wise, the one stop is possible here. Soft, medium, soft, but you will have to stretch your tyres as Jacko retires as well. And Jacko's retired. Down here, as we follow Daniel, he should go past Jacko's wreckage. There he is on this left hand side of the track. The Williams out of this qualifying session. And as I was saying, you can do the one stop here. You have to stretch the softs, so you just gotta risk it, and you can take them to about 60-70%, but then you have to pit. The problem with this track is if you go on the softs at the start, anyone on the mediums will be going on the longest stint, and you will, like in real F1, want to pull out a gap so you don't end up behind them when you come out of the pit, because it's not the easiest of tracks to overtake on. There's, the two DRS zones would be your main opportunity, turn 1 and 2, where we see people defending like George Russell today. Jay Parkin retires from the session as well. He's just retired on the exit of turn 3. Now switch back to Daniel, so you should be able to see his records. There it is. Ooh, not looking good there for Jay Parkin. So everyone is pretty much in the pit here. There's only Daniel out. I'm expecting him to come into the pit though, as Mohammed's just starting. He's flying that night. It's right on board with him as he comes into turn 1. Nibis getting out, keeping out of the way. Then a bit of understeer there from Mo. And again, he seems to be struggling with a bit of understeer. Mo drifting out wide on these corners. Into turn 4, he's had a good sector 1 here. Likes to run wide here, by the looks of it. Staying off them curves then. These curves at this track can be deadly, especially at this next corner. He comes, keeps away from that curve, keeps the back end of the car in check. That's what gear he's going to go for. He takes it in 7th, a bit more understeer as well. He had, I think, maybe applied a bit of brake there. Hard on the brake after that second DRS zone then. Mo hasn't set a lap time yet, so I'm looking forward to see where he can put himself right now. Oh, he's invalidated. Mo invalidates his lap. Oh, he's not having a good qualifying here. Hilltrain's also out. Yeah, he qualified on pole last week, if I remember rightly. He hasn't had much luck this season. I think Hilltrain could possibly have been in the Drivers' Championship battle if he just had a bit more luck. You have 9 minutes to go. There's still a bit of time to put a few laps in. You can go 2 runs here. You don't want to burn all your softs though in this qualifying session. So Hilltrain comes around the last corner. Where's Hilltrain going to put himself? Up to 4th for Hilltrain. And he's on the medium tyre, and he's done that as well. Only 2 guys in the top 10 on the medium. That's Daniel and Hilltrain. They are 3rd and 4th at this present moment. As we jump on now with Anubis. Let's see where he can get that Aston Martin. Then he's currently in P2. He's only 3/10 behind Tyler, the championship leader. Maybe so. Will be watching this. Beat him, and he spun it. Anubis spins the rear end of his car. So Anubis' lap is over. He spun it. Just going to have a quick toilet break. Back in a sec. back. So Tyler, currently P1. I think Anubis is invalidated. Again, hasn't had the best of 3 minutes as Anubis right now. I think Helltrain's going to come into the pit. I am correct. Lizo's invalidated. There's quite a few guys invalidating here, which could mean we could be seeing some more high penalty scores. The record got beaten last week on Portugal, went up to 15 seconds. I think we had Spanner starts another lap there, and he invalidated as well on his previous attempt. So yeah, Porthos invalidated as well. People just invalidating left, right and centre right now. So 5.5 minutes to go. Everyone's going to be getting ready for their final attempts now. Daniel's just leaving the pit. Spanner is currently out there pushing. So is Porthos and so is Kays right now. I'm just looking at Spanner to see if he's improving in the second sector. Oh, and he's invalidated. What's 2 laps in a row? He's invalidated. He ain't going to be too happy with that one. Okay, he's on a slow lap. Pretty sure Porthos is, and we'll keep with him. See what you can do. He's on the soft tyre. He's standing in for Anubis' teammate this week. Mark is not here at the moment. And Porthos is on and in lap is 3 seconds down. Brandon's going to have to go for a third attempt at his flying lap now. And we've now seen guys like Razor, Hilltrain and Daniel all coming out of the pit. Daniel and Hilltrain have switched to the soft tyre. Their third and fourth top place times were set on the mediums. Here we go. Daniel's going to be the first guy around then. He's gone a bit early. Just in case he has to go another run, I reckon. He's into turn 2. Throwing that Alpine around right now. Let's see if he's up in sector 1 on his previous lap time. He is. He's 2.5 tenths up. So if he keeps that rate, he could be threatening for a pole position right now. Because Daniel, he's absolutely flying right now. So come on, Daniel, he's got to get the power down now. He's still up after 2 sectors, so he's definitely improving. Can he pinch a front row position right now? Comes into the last corner now. Comes across the line, he improves, and he goes to P2, and he's only 2 thousandths of a second away from Tyler. He is currently on pole. Riggsy is joined, so if he's quick, he might get a lap time in. Hilltrain down a flying lap as well, currently 4th. See where Hilltrain's going to put himself now. He comes into the last sector now. He hasn't invalidated. He's looking good as Anubis and Tyler head back out then to put their final lap times in. As you come across the line, has Hilltrain improved? He doesn't. Hilltrain 5 seconds slower. So we've got 1 minute 53 to go. I think he's trying to select his car, but it's not letting him do so at the moment. So who's on the lap then? So we'll join Anubis. We've got an Alpine off track. That's going to be Daniel or Marty. Have a look. I think that was actually Daniel. As we stay aboard with Anubis, and he's up by a 10th in the first sector as Mo puts himself into P3 for the time being. The track is rolling. The lap times are coming down. Anubis needs to strike a blow at Tyler. If he wants to get this championship heated up, he needs to beat him today. As Hill Train goes onto pole, 40 seconds to go, 3/10 quicker than Tyler. Fantastic lap from Hill Train there. Was on pole last week as well. We're just following now. Maybe it's Queen Man, that last sector. He's been demoted to 5th. He needs to nail this last few corners here. Oh, nearly invalidates out. Kept it going now. Here comes Anubis to the line. Anubis gets P2. And more dramatically, Tyler is out. Tyler is out of qualifying. He's lost it in Sector 2 in the DRS zone. So Anubis will out-qualify Tyler right now. Mo is currently destroying the brake markers around the track. I think Hill Train's on an in lap. Anubis then, I don't know if he's on another push lap here. Daniel is in the pit. Spanner is improving as well. Currently 7th. He would like to get a bit further up the track if he can. Qualifying is over now. We're just waiting for these last few guys to complete their laps. Spanner coming round now. Around that last corner, see where he can put himself. Can he improve on 7th? He improves, but he can improve his position, he will say. 7th then. It's just the two Aston Martin guys now then. Where's Anubis? Anubis, he's gone again, has he? So Anubis coming around the last corner. Can he improve again? He does, but it's not good enough. He will start P2. And Porthos comes in the pit. So your starting grid for the Spanish GP will be Hill Train on pole, Anubis 2nd, Tyler will be in 3rd, Daniel 4th, Mo 5th, Lizzo Scott 6th, Spanner in 7th, Marty in 8th, Razor 9th, Sergeant 10th, Parkin 11th, Jacko in 12th, Porthos in 13th, Kays in 14th, and Big C in 15th. Here we go then. It's 4 lights, 5 lights. And lights out. And away we go. He'll try not to get a really good start there. He has got a really good start. And Tyler and Anubis going side by side, the two championship contenders. He goes side by side, and Anubis beats him into turn 1. Oh, Mo's onto the grass. And he's lost his front end. Mo got tapped and spun round there, and he's lost his front end. There's a bit of contact as well between Daniel and Spanner. Going around turn 3, he's going to a virtual safety car. Oh my god. Some guys behind them slamming the brakes, and that nearly caused the crash as well. As we go virtual safety car, then there's people overtaking each other in this. What happened to Anubis? Anubis had the best start. He must have lost it in turn 2, where the camera must have missed it. But Anubis has gone from second after a fantastic start to get ahead of Tyler, and he's dropped down to the back. Oh, disaster for Anubis. So Anubis and Mo have lost out heavily, and Riggsy has spun and lost his front wing. Oh no. So we've had a few disasters here. Let's have a look position wise. Jacko has made up 6 places on that start, and Pophos has made up 5. But that was tyre. So Anubis said he's going to be absolutely gutted. He got the fantastic start. He got ahead of Tyler. But it's gone downhill 6. And we are back on the right. And Hell Train then leads this Grand Prix. He's only got a 2.5 gap over Tyler. I don't think Tyler's going to let him get away that easily. Daniel's up to P3. Spanner P4. As everyone has getting to grips with it, there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 cars in the pit. There must have been some sort of issue. The Hasses have double stacked. The Ferrari's in, Riggsy's in, Lizo Scott is in. So Anubis makes up 5 positions then. Because the guys with broken wings, he puts him up to P9. 5 guys lost front wings there. I think that may have happened when that there's a guy that slammed the brakes on when the virtual safety car was announced. It looked like it may have caused the pilot behind. The Pirelli sign just got me a bit confused there. Back at the front, Hell Train still just keeping that at 1.5 seconds right now. So the Hill Train comes round. Tyler has took 3 tenths out of him here. He's got the gap down to 1.2. Daniel's fallen back to 1.5. Now DRS will be enabled this up. So you'll be sector 2 when people get the first taste of DRS here. Anubis is right on the tail of the McLaren. He's going to go for the move, and he gets the move done. Anubis up to 8th then. Yellow flag in sector 1. It's the Williams, and it's going to be Jacko. He spun it there. Them curves at turn 1 and 2 can be race ending and disastrous. Case is in the pit. He must have lost the front wing. So already a lot of actions happen. We've had 6 guys having to pit here, and the opening laps for broken wings, bits and pieces here and there. We haven't had a safety car. Riggsy is not having the best of times right now. On lap 2, and he could be getting laps very soon. I don't know if he hasn't got a setup in. He did join qualifying quite late. Hill Train's leading though. He's got the gap back up to 1.4 then, so he's not gaining as much right now. The Hill Train needs. Tyler just couldn't get into the DRS range at that point. Then you got Daniel in 3rd, Spanner 4th, Marty in 5th. Anubis gets past his teammate for the day. Pophos, and he's up to 6th here. He's charging back here. He needs to keep pushing right now. Another guy in the pit. Jacko's pitting again. Is that the first time Jacko's pitted? Actually, that might be the first time Jacko's pitted. Yeah, it is. He'll be going for a new front wing, I'm suspecting. It's a very long drive down to the Williams garage. And he's indeed having a new front wing placed on. Now these guys towards the back of the field will be probably hoping for a safety car right now. Hill Train then has slipped back into Tyler's grasp. Now Tyler's just within the DRS range here. For the DRS to work, coming down that main straight, you want to be within about 5 to 7 tenths for it to really have an effect. Anything after 6, 7 tenths, it's not going to work for you. And this is where Tyler proves me wrong. He's 8 tenths back, the DRS is open. He's gaining, it's got it down to 5 tenths, 4 tenths, yeah. I think I was correct there. You need to be within a couple of tenths of the guy in front. Anubis is absolutely charging. He's already caught the 3-second gap up to Spanner. And Marty ahead of him. And Marty there makes it an easy pass as he spins on the curb. And Anubis' fight back. He's carrying on then. He's up to 5th. Got a yellow flag in sector 1. And we got a safety car. We have a safety car. Jacko has retired. Yeah, Bates Jacko retired. Oh, he's retired at sector 3. So for people like Riggsy, Kay, Sergeant Mo, Jay Parkin and Lizo Scott, this safety car is going to be a godsend for these guys. For the guys at the front though, they probably could have done without it, but I think Nibis may be one of them drivers that will be happy with it. So into the pit comes Hill Train, and Daniel have pitted, and so is Spanner and Anubis. Then so Tyler stays out. He doesn't want to have any new tyres on that car. These guys at the front will be able to pit. So Porthos actually will inherit 2nd place right now. He didn't. I don't think he wanted to double stack with his teammate in the pits by the looks of it. Where is Anubis? Anubis is not going to beat Spanner out the pit there, but he will be in 6th place when this race restarts. So Tyler will be leading on that restart. So in terms of strategy now, Tyler's got to stretch them soft tyres, maybe put out a bit of a lead if he can, and then switch to the mediums. But I'm guessing for the guys that have switched to the medium tyres, take these medium tyres to around lap 20, 22, or 23. I can't quite remember how long the soft tyres stretch for. I haven't raced Spain for a while. Take them tyres for quite a while, then switch to the softs at the end and have a bit more pace towards the end of the race. So first Tyler didn't pit there, whilst everyone else did. He would have come out in 3rd. He just maybe wants a bit of clear track ahead of him, so he can push on right now. And let's look for the field. Lizo Scott has gone for the hard tyres. So Lizo Scott's thinking about going to the end right now. And Porthos and Lizo Scott both have drive-through penalties, so they've been caught speeding under the safety car. They've exceeded their deltas, and they will have drive-throughs when this race restarts. So it's not been the best of days for Lizo Scott. Porthos was actually having an alright day, but this is actually key in the terms of the constructors, because the Aston Martins are both in the top 10 right now. But Porthos and Lizo Scott, who race for Red Bull and Aston Martin, the two teams really battling it out at the top of the championship, are going to have to pit here, and they are going to drop to the back of the field for sure, which is going to destroy their races and put them around 20 seconds, well 15 to 20 seconds back from the main field here and out the points. So that's not going to be what they would have liked. On lap 7 out of 33. Tyler will be leading us on the restart. Where will Porthos serve his drive through? He's going to serve it. He's got to within 3 laps of the safety car coming in. Hill Train's in 2nd, Daniel in 4th, Spano in 5th, Anubis in 6th, Razor in 7th, Marty in 8th, so Marty, Parkin, Mohammed, Sargent, Kays and Rigsy are going to be happy that there was a safety car. They all had damaged front wings at the start of the race, and it's brought them back into contention here after everything it looked like it was done for. I think Lizo Scott though has gone for the hards because he's going to do his drive through. He's probably not going to want to pit again for the race. But him and Porthos do have drive throughs when we get back underway. And we're back on the way here. Tyler gets the jump on Porthos and is pulled out the gap. Hill Train trying to defend his 3rd place here from Daniel. These two going racing. Hill Train's just about covered him off here. As we're coming down, everyone's battling around. Lizo Scott has served his drive through here. Kays is coming down the home straight. And now is he in the pit? I think he's in the pit. So I don't know what happened with Mo and Sargent there. They've dropped right off the back of these guys. Yeah, lost a bit of time. Same for Rexy. So Mo and Sargent are having a good battle for that last point right now. I'm just watching this because Hill Train now is going to want to be going racing on that Aston Martin. Oh, Porthos here. Porthos. What happened there? Porthos pulled off the track to let everyone through, but he's hit the barrier. I don't know if he's damaged his front wing when doing so. And just watch it. Anubis then got past Spanner. Anubis has got past Spanner here. He's up to 4th. It's Anubis. He's a man on a charge after spinning on that first lap. I think it was turn 1 or 2. And the battle away, but Hill Train got stuck behind Porthos a little bit there. He's dropped to 1.7 seconds behind Tyler. Tyler, remember, did not pit under that safety car. He's now on 9 lap old softs. I think it's going to be 10 or 11 lap old softs because he would have used the ones he started in qualifying. Everyone else though is on fresh tyres, but most of them are on the mediums right now. And Porthos serves his drive through and will come back out in 12th. And he's got ahead of Lizo Scott as well after serving his drive through. So Hill Train and Tyler. Hill Train's actually gaining on Tyler here, so are Tyler's soft tyres here giving up the go? Have they spent? Ooh, Anubis. I think that was Daniel actually on the curb there in the background, just losing his rear end a little bit. As Rigsy gets past Sargent. Sargent's had a spin. He's not having the best of races right now. Sargent's down to 11th. I don't know if he's picked up damage. Trying to spot it now once the camera changes. That's one thing I don't like about being a spectator. You can't pick the camera you want. I'm guessing he does have wing damage because he's running very wide right now. Hill Train's just gone and set the fastest lap of the Grand Prix. He's all over the back of Tyler here. Hill Train is pumping the laps in here on them mediums. He's absolutely flying right now. Have the soft tyres of Tyler's car giving up the life. In saying that though, they are still gapping P3 here, these two. And Hill Train's going for the outside. Have a look. Tyler covers the inside. Hill Train is all over the back of that Red Bull right now. And Red Bull is struggling. Now this is just like Red Bull versus Mercedes of last year. Here how racing is going. Tyler's going to have to get his arms out like Max. Here we go. Oh my god, Daniel is very scary coming around that fast right-hander. As I switch to him, as Anubis goes for the inside line. And up to P3 goes Anubis then. And now he's got to go and chase that 2.7 second gap down on the guys in front. DRS, I think, will be enabled on this next lap. Hilltrain still can't find a way past Tyler here. Tyler defending like a lion. He's defending like Alonso. Here we go then. So actually, he's defending like George Russell right now. The DRS is open on Hilltrain. He goes round the outside and someone, oh, he's run wide. And Tyler gets him back round turn 2. Hilltrain then on the brakes a bit too late then, but he's not giving up this move. He's looking at doing a Lewis Hamilton down the inside at turn 4. It's just not going to come off. These two battling though. He's doing Anubis a favour because it's costing these two time and bringing Anubis back into this battle. I think that may be Sargent. Yep, Sargent's had another spin. His day just not getting any better. He's down in P14. I will go through the field in a second. Keep my eye on this barrel at the front because it's getting very tight between Hilltrain and Tyler. Battling for the last 3 laps. Oh, Tyler! Oh, and Hilltrain had to back out there. He didn't want to get any damage. Tyler then seemingly struggling on his soft tyres here. I wish I could tell you what percentage worn they're on though. He's done 11 laps on them though. Is Tyler going to pit? Tyler comes into the pits then. Tyler's going to hope he doesn't filter back out into traffic. That's going to be his next issue. And Anubis then has Hilltrain in front of him. He's got the gap down to a second here. And he's pushing. I just want to see where Tyler's going to emerge from in the pit. It's going to be down in 8th. He wants to get out of the pit before Riggsy and Mo come past there, but it's not going to happen. Oh my god, we might have a freeway battle into turn 1. Oh no, there's contact! There's contact! Riggsy collects! Riggsy collected Tyler. Tyler doing the save of the day there. I hope he hasn't picked up wing damage. He's literally just cut as he was exiting the pit. He's just been sideswiped into turn 1 by Riggsy. This is a disaster for Tyler right now. He's come out into traffic and Riggsy's lit him past there. I think he may have just lit him past. Yeah. But I know Mo's not just going to let him pass. Mo will put up a good fight here and defend. Where's Mo going to defend? He's going to go defending the side? No, Mo defends like a lion there. Mo's keeping Mo behind. Tyler behind now. Tyler needs to find his way past. Maybe sets the fastest lap of the race. He's within 4/10 of Hilltrain now. Anubis, his rear light is flashing though, he needs to save some ERS here. As Hilltrain then is now coming under pressure from Anubis. This is quite an entertaining race here. We've got battles all over the field. Tyler then gets past Mo in the DRS down the home straight. And Tyler then just now will want to get his head down and push on. He has a bit of clear track ahead of him. 6.5 seconds up to Jay Parky now, so he will want to push on. Hilltrain leading. He's gone under pressure. The closest battle on the track right now is this battle for the lead between Hilltrain and Anubis. We'll stick with it for now. Going for the last sector, both of them. So, Anubis has picked up a 3-second penalty, and that could be key coming towards the end of the race. Pushing a bit too hard. He's 8/10 back as they come through the DRS zone. He's a bit too far back, I think. Let's do a move. Someone who's not too far back though is Marty. He's got a spanner in his sights then. Martin then wants fourth place here. He goes for fourth place. And what's happened to Anubis? Has spun again at turn 2. Turn 2 and Anubis is not going well. And Spanner as well. 2 cars have spun at turn 2. I know Spanner is in a battle there. Spanner's dropped to 8th. Anubis has dropped down to P3. He was right on the tail, Hill Train. And now he's going to be 9 seconds behind him. Oh, Anubis. He hates the curbs, does Anubis. The only good thing is he managed to correct his spin and get back on the road ahead of Tyler, who's down in 6th. Anubis will be kicking himself then. He was right in the battle for the lead here, and he may have just thrown that opportunity away. Razor's trying to stick with Marty right now. So I'm back. Sorry about that. Just pop away for a second. So the gaps across the field have actually opened up here. The closest battle is for P8 between Spanner and Lizo Scott. Everyone else seems to have between 3 or 4 second gaps between them as we reach the halfway point of the race. We'll jump on with Lizo Scott now for a second. See if he can get gain on that Williams in front of him. Spanner 1.3 seconds ahead. Tyler's picked up a 3-second penalty as well. And has Anubis had another spin? I think Anubis must have spun in on turn 2 again here. Because Anubis has dropped to 4th. That's 17 seconds behind the leader. Anubis is having a disaster right now. The last few laps, Anubis will just want to forget about right this second. Because now he's got his championship rival, Tyler, right behind him. And gaining on him. Oh no. It's not the best night for Anubis right now. Here we go. Anubison's going to be right on the back of Razor. He's going to get the move done pretty much before the DRS zone activated. But Tyler's got a massive overspeed here. Tyler absolutely flew at the McLaren. And he flew at Anubis as well. Anubis not going under a lot of pressure. Right now, as what's happened here, Rixie's into the pit. That's what's caused that. Lizo Scott and Marty are going racing into turn 1. And Marty comes out ahead. And Marty already all over the back of Spanner right now. So Marty, Spanner and Lizo Scott battling away for P7 when the gaps have all closed up all of a sudden. As Tyler is chasing Anubis down right now. Can he get past him? So Anubis. Tyler's had an instant then. Tyler has spun. Tyler has now dropped way back off Anubis. He's back 5 seconds here. So the two championship leaders here, Anubis and Tyler, don't seem to be enjoying these medium tyres right now, and they're just not having the best of fun out there. Helltrain there, sitting comfortably at the top. 7 seconds clear of Daniel in second. 18 seconds clear of Anubis. 22 ahead of Tyler. So Helltrain, as long as he can keep it at the barrier, I don't want to commentate or curse him, he should be on for the win here. And the battle for 7th is still continuing between Spanner, Marty and Lizo Scott. Marty down the outside, sorry. Has he got him done? Williams versus Alpine versus Red Bull. Oh, Marty just about keeping that position. And Lizo Scott gets the move done on Spanner. He did what the Red Bulls tend to do in real life and pushed the other car off the track there. But Spanner has lost out there. He's now behind Lizo Scott. And while these guys are fighting away, Jay Parkin is actually gaining on these guys. Just searching where the leader is. There's leader. So Anubis has ended up behind Tyler. So what's going on here? Anubis then must have spun somewhere. I'm missing all these big key spin zigs and focusing on other battles. But Anubis must have had another instance somewhere, because he was in P3 ahead of Razor and Tyler, and now he's behind Tyler. So Tyler's now up to P4, Razor up to P3, Anubis down to P5. I feel that this could be a race for Anubis to forget right now. He's not enjoying it out there at the moment. As Rigsy gets past Spanner, who's in the pit. Lizo Scott though will continue this battle for 7th with Marty right now. And Anubis and Tyler, here we go. We're going to have a three-way DRS fight here for P3. Razor, Tyler and Anubis all battling away. Oh, Anubis is off into the gravel trap. Anubis is off into the gravel trap. Ah, no, it's just getting bad to worse for Anubis right now. And there's Tyler as an instance, going to surely end any chances of beating Tyler on points today. As Anubis come into the pit, Anubis does pit in here. He's had enough of them medium tyres. Here we go. So Anubis comes out there and in P9. He has gone for another set of the mediums here. You want to get to the end. So here we go then, Anubis down in 9th, his race does not come together how he would like. Tyler's gone up to P3, he's got past Razor here. Still 23, mate, with only 3 seconds, 26 seconds behind Helltrain. With what is going to be 13 laps to go now. So Helltrain leads, he's currently 9 seconds in the lead over Daniel. He's got 14 seconds over Tyler here. This would be a fantastic result for Helltrain and for Daniel if they can just keep these positions they have. Got 13 laps to go yet. There's quite a long way to go. Oh, we got DNF. This could be a safety car. As I switched to him in 4th place. Razor has smashed out at turn 2. We have a safety car, guys. And well, with 13 laps to go, take 2 for the safety car. That's 11. Can you do 11 laps on the soft tyres? This is what everyone's going to be thinking. Hell Train is going to be absolutely annoyed at that safety car. He got this in the bag. Same for Daniel now. It's going to bring Tyler back into the fight. Mo back into the fight. It's going to bring everyone back into the fight. Newbison probably kicking himself, wishing he didn't pit then. If he stayed out next for lap or two, he's just not had his lucky day today. Let's have a look. Hill Train into the pit. Not tyres Hill Train going to go for. It's the Mercedes garage. It is going to be the first garage. It is the soft tyres for Hill Train. Daniel's into the pit. They should, because there's going to be a delta at the moment. They should get out ahead of Tyler if Tyler chose not to pit. Is Tyler going to pit? Tyler does pit there. I'm guessing everyone's going to go for the soft tyres. Will Mo pit? That's the next one. So right guys, here Marty's in the pit as well. These are Scott's in the pit. Nubis chose not to pit there. He's rather have the track position. He's going to be on the slower compound though. He's Anubis. He's going to be on the medium tyre. He's going to struggle to keep the top 3 then, but it's going to be worth the risk just for the track position, you'd say. So we're going to be on the safety car. I'm just waiting for everyone to finish their pits as Porthos picks up another drive-through under the safety car. So let me just go through the field then. So Hill Train's going to lead us on this restart. We're going to have about 10 or 11 laps of racing depending on when the safety car comes in. Daniel's going to be in P2. Tyler's going to be in P3. But Tyler will have... I'm just waiting here to see. I'll wait for Tyler to catch you here so I can give you the correct facts. So Tyler will have 2 lap cars to get past here. He's going to have Porthos and Sargent to try and find a way past here. One of them's coming to the pit, so then you have to find a way past one of them. You can't overtake them until the green flag though. Nubis will be in P4, Mo in P5, Marty will be P6, Rixie P7, Scott in P8, Jay Parker in P9, Spanner 10th, Sargent will be 11th, but he's been lapped and he's currently trotting around behind the front seat. Kays will be P12. He's trying to work out who that car in front of him is. I think that's a Ferrari. The case. Also lapped, he will be following Mo around and Porthos at the back of the field. Just trying to work out who that is. Oh, there's front wing. Rixie's lost his whole front wing here. I'm trying to work out what the hell's just happened here. Rixie's lost the whole front wing end. And well, I don't know if he's gone into the back of Lizo's, into the back of Marty here. No one's picked up a penalty for that. He's got no front wing though. He's going to be praying the safety car does not come in on this lap. Riggsy has given up, he's retired, he's pulled out. The safety car will be coming in then. So here we go. So Hill Train's going to lead us away on this restart. He's going to have Daniel behind him, but good thing for Hill Train, he doesn't have any penalties here. What's happened to Tyler? Tyler's dropped down to 5th. Tyler's coming into the pit here. Tyler's picked up damage, I think. Has he picked up damage? Tyler's picked up damage, then Tyler's going to drop to the back of the field. A big twist in the battle in the championship then. Into the pit comes Tyler. He's going to come back out in 9th. He's going to be quite a distance behind as well. We've got a yellow flag. That's going to be Jay Parkin. Or sorry, that's Jay Parkin. Oh my god, this could have big consequences in the championship battle. Nubis would pick up 15 points. Tyler would only pick up 2. This could swing me to get the championship table up quickly. Where's the picture? 7 points between them, so the championship lead would swap at the moment. Nubis has got to keep it on the track here. He has got 3 seconds of penalty. He's going to need to pull it out on the guys behind him. 9 laps to go then. It's an absolute disaster for Tyler. He's going to be pushing like a madman right now. He's now on a 9-lap recovery drive. I don't know how he lost his front wing. He was running P3. He did have a lap car in front of him. I don't know if he's hit the lap car, who I think would be Sargent. We've got a yellow flag in sector 3. Is that a Mercedes? No, Hill Train's still going, is it? I'm trying to find out who that is. Case Torres has retired. I don't know if it's not going to bring out the safety car though. I don't think it's staying on the track map for a long year. No, still going to stay green. So we've got 9 laps to go. Hill Train needs 5, 6, 7, 8. Yeah, 9 laps, not 8.5 laps to go. Hill Train needs here. He's pulled out a 2.5 to Daniel. Who on them soft tyres has already pulled 2.8 seconds on Anubis here. Anubis on them medium tyres that he pitted on earlier in the just before the safety car. He decided not to pit to pick up the track position here. He's already got the 3 seconds to 5th place, but his main rival right now is going to be Mo behind him. He's going to have to keep Mo behind. DRS will be enabled on this lap then. 8 laps to go. Anubis needs to keep Mo behind him for as long as he possibly can and try not to spin. Spanner then's going to have Jay Parkin coming down his home straight for company. I don't think Jay Parkin's going to be close enough. Tyler, I reckon's about to absolutely smash the track fastest lap. There you go. 118.6 for Tyler. He's absolutely pushing. He wants to get some positions back here. He would also, I reckon, be praying to the gods that some sort of incident happens up ahead and causes another safety car. But he is pushing. He's taking 1 second to 2 seconds a lap at the guys just ahead of him, Spanner and Parkin, and Parkin's got past Spanner here. And Spanner has damage, so I don't know if there's a bit of contact between Jay Parkin and Spanner there. But Spanner has damage, so that's going to put Tyler up to P8 for sure, you would say. That's 1 position back. He's going to get Rizzo Scott's all over the back of Marty right now. DRS is enabled. So Mo is 9/10 behind Anubis. He's on the soft tyre. He's going to be flying. He's not going to be close enough on this lap. But, ooh, Rizzo Scott was close enough, but he's just lost it out that last corner there. It's not putting him close enough to Marty. He's going to think about it. He's going to think about it. No, he's not. Pull the gap back up then. So, in the battle for the constructors, Anubis 15-4-8. In the battle for the constructors, if things stayed how they were right now, then let me just do my quick maths, the Aston Martin team would pull out the lead by 1 more point at the top over the Red Bulls. So the Red Bulls need to get Tyler up a few positions on his recovery drive, but the laps are running out for that. He is gaining on these guys ahead. He's a second of the lap quicker than anyone on the track right now. Lizo Scott's got 6 seconds of penalties here. And he's all over the back of Marty. These two going racing. It's battle for P5 right now. But with 6 seconds of penalties, Lizo Scott's going to need to get past and put a second of lap on Marty ahead of him. And Anubis, though, he's doing what he needs to do right now. He's keeping Mo at bay. Mo is flying though. Mo is flying. Is he going to go for it in turn 1? Mo does go for it in turn 1. From 9 tenths back, Mo goes up to P3. And that drops Anubis down to P4 here. So he's going to get only 12 points for that. Tyler's in P8, so he'll get 4 points. So things stay where they were now. If Tyler and Anubis don't pick up any more points, any more positions here, then Anubis will lead the championship by 1 point if my mathematics is correct. But Mo getting past Anubis there will give Red Bull the swing in the constructors and pull them 3 points closer. But this race ain't over yet, I don't think. 5 laps to go after this one. Anubis is going to want to get back past Mo here. Tyler is absolutely flying. He should be able to catch Jay Parkin before the end. He'll train. Meanwhile, just to give you a bit of airtime, Hill Train, who has pretty much led this race from, well, since Tyler pitted for his first pit. Hill Train hasn't looked back since and has just been leading and pulling out consistent leads throughout the race. He's up to 4 seconds now. He is absolutely flying today. It's nice to see Hill Train back up at the top and back in good form. He has had a pretty unlucky season right now, but I think he'll be very happy with the win today if he can bring it home. And just at the corner mile, I just realised Daniel is only 3 seconds ahead of Mo here. Mo could actually pick up P2 here if he can just get within that 3 seconds of Daniel. Daniel has that 3-second penalty right now. And maybe he's struggling to keep on the back of Mo here. Mo on them soft tyres. Now you would think soft tyres now over the next 2 to 3 laps will start to drop the pace here. They won't be as quick. I'm just keeping, so it's 7 points in the Drivers' Championship as the race started. Tyler's going to pick up 4 if he picks up 8. Anubis can pick up 12. So Anubis will lead the championship by 1 point at the moment. If Tyler can get ahead of Jay Parkin, which he looks like he could do, he's absolutely flying right now. If he can get ahead of Parkin, that will give him 6 points, which will then put him back in the lead of the championship by 1 point. Oh no, Daniel spun! Daniel has spun here. I don't know if he reset to a track there. Looked like he did, but I'm not going to say that without having the facts. And Anubis then gets promoted to P3. Mo goes up to P2. Daniel, who's had a fantastic race, and he was comfortably in second place, he's just gone and put himself out of the podium positions. Well, I don't think he's going to get the 3.5 seconds back to Anubis. And again, the title swings and roundabouts. Anubis will pick up 15 then to Tyler's 4. That'll be an 11-point swing. Meaning, as it stands, Anubis will be leading the championship by 4 points if he can keep it going. You wouldn't have thought that about 10 laps ago when Anubis was spinning all over the place. He couldn't keep the car on the track and he was down in P9. How I said when that safety car come in that this race was not over, it wasn't over. And Anubis is pushing for P2, then he gets past Mo. He has got a 3-second penalty though, so he just wants to keep this clean here. He just needs to push on. I don't think he's going to get 3 seconds over Mo in the 3 laps that remain. Tyler, on the other hand, will now pick up. Tyler's in the pit. Jay Parkin and Tyler into the pit. Front wing for Tyler. Tyler's had to have another front wing fitted. And so has Jay Parkin. Have these two had an incident somewhere? Tyler's race goes from bad to worse there, and that's going to cement. He'll get P7, I feel, if he can get out of the pit before Spanner comes down, that is. And he will. So Tyler's now going to get P7. I think that's pretty much confirmed on this. There's a massive incident up ahead. When he spins, Jay Parkin just gets past Spanner into turn 1. Tyler's race was fantastic at the start. It's gone downhill. Like I said though, with about 13 laps to go, when Anubis looked like his race was dead and buried, with down in 9th place, he spun a few times, he had to pit, it looked like his race was done. He is now currently P2, P3 if you look at the penalty situation. Yeah, he would be P3 after the penalties, unless in the next lap and a half he can put a second and a half out of Mo here. So 6 points versus 15. That'd be 9. So Anubis will lead the championship, my math is correct, by 3 points here. And then 10 add 6. So Anubis will take the lead in the driver standings by about 2 to 4 points. You have to check my maths after the race. In terms of constructors, the Red Bulls would actually gain on the Aston Martins by 1 point. And we're just looking through the field now. The field's quite split up. Oh, Anubis has had a moment out the last sector. Don't know what's going on there. Anubis had a moment. It's dropped him down to P3. Daniel's still in P4 though. What happened there with Anubis? Anubis got to play this safe now. On to the last lap. He does not need a mistake right now. He's got P3. He will take the lead of the championship as things stand. He does not want to spin now and let Daniel pass here, and maybe Lizo Scott. Lizo has got 6 seconds penalties. Lizo will drop then to 6th place because of his penalties here. And Marty not having any time penalties whatsoever. He looks to gain a position. But I'm now going to follow the leader. Hill Train then. A fantastic show today. Qualified on P1. Got a fantastic start. Lost it after the first safety car. Retook it though. And has not looked back since. Hill Train has had a fantastic race start to finish. And he's going to bring home the win for the Mercedes team. Well done, Hill Train. He wins the Spanish Grand Prix here. Mo's going to come home in P2. Fantastic result for the Ferrari driver as well. P2 for him. P3 for Anubis. P4 for Daniel. He will be gutted he spun it with 4 laps to go. Lizo Scott then will get demoted to P6. Yeah, he will. So Marty then, the 2 Alpine drivers, 4th and 5th today. With Daniel picking 4th, Marty 5th. Lizo Scott then will come home in 6th place. His teammate Tyler, barring any incidents coming through that last chicane, will come home in P7. He will be absolutely gutted as he comes on that last corner. He's still going to pick up some points, but the championship lead is going to swing to Anubis. Tyler gets P7. Parkin's going to get P8 here. He does indeed. Spanner's going to get P9. And the other Haas driver, Sargent's already crossed the line, but he was lapped And Sargent then comes home P10 after a very, very, very entertaining race today. Fantastic. And I've just seen Jamie has won his race, I think, in the other tier. Congratulations to you, Jamie. Congratulations to Hill Train. After a rough season so far, the man comes home with a blistering performance and picks up the win. Mahoven did absolutely fantastic. He gets second place. Hill Train definitely my driver of the day though. He drove the hell out of that Mercedes. Fantastic result for him. A recovery drive from Anubis when he looked dead and buried after 20 laps. He will now take P3. He looked dead and buried, but he fought back to P3. Daniel Gutty spun with 4 laps to go, gets P4. Marty P5, Leo Scott P6, them two pretty much battled all the race. Tyler Rowe, day to forget for him, down to P7. Jay Parkin P8, Spanner P9, Sargent P10, and everyone else retired. Good race to watch, guys, and I'll see you guys next week.